Welcome to the Church Growth Systems podcast, helping churches reach more people online with clear strategy, strong leadership, and sustainable systems. Please help me welcome Pastor Dre.
It's a privilege to be here on the podcast today. I'm excited.
Pastor Dre, the first question we have is, why aren't more people seeing our content?
How do you get more people to view your content? I think it all boils down to your target audience. So whenever you do a post on social media, you want to have a target audience in mind. So that means like the person that I'm targeting. And you can get down to the individual. Instead of like a whole audience, you could even narrow it down to, I'm trying to reach Bob, who's a young adult between the ages of 18 and 25. They go to college and they come from a single parent home. So you can narrow down your target audience. And whenever you do your content, you want to speak to that audience. That's going to make a big impact. And that will help more people to see your content because the algorithm is going to favor your content because it's making an impact. So some of the mistakes that we make is we try to reach everybody with one post. And I know it sounds like you're going to reach more people because you're targeting more people, but it actually works the opposite. The less audience you're trying to reach, the more targeted you are, the more of an impact your post will make. So to get more people to view your content, speak to your target audience, and that content is going to make an impact on that audience, and the algorithm likes that. And there's other things that you can do to make sure your post is optimized, your title, your description. You want to optimize that. You want to optimize it for your target audience. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do, but I would say try to narrow down your audience and speak to that audience.
Wow, that was good. The next question is, how do we actually reach people outside our church?
Wow. Now that is a good question. How do we reach people outside of our church? Once again, it goes to your target audience, but then also optimizing your post, your title, your description for that audience. For example, if I'm doing a post and I want to reach someone who is unchurched, right? Then that's going to get more people to your church because one, they're unchurched. So then I need to think, who's that target audience? Young adult, ages 18 to 25. Works a full-time job and feels they're looking for purpose. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in that post, going to say, hey, quick question. Are you looking for purpose? Well, I want to let you know that God has a plan and a purpose for your life. You weren't created by accident. So now I'm targeting that one person, but that content makes a big impact. And now remember, that person I'm targeting is unchurched. So that means if they're impacted by my content, that's going to give them a chance to stop by the church. But even though I'm targeting one person, the content makes a big impact. And I will say this, if you could put some kind of link in your bio, that's why having a church website is so important, because once I want to reach out to you, where do I go from your social media? How do I get a hold of you? And the best thing to do is put a link in your bio to your website, and on your website you could put a contact form, you could put an email sign up, you could put all kinds of things to connect with people that come to your website. So once again, target, if you want to get more people to your church, target an unchurched person with your content. Okay. Now, if you want to target someone who maybe known the Lord at one time, but they're far from God, then you want to put your content in that direction. So you start off with a different question. Hey, do you feel far from God? Well, you know what? God loves you. So then you start your content with the target audience that you're trying to reach. And if you want to get more people to your church, then you want to target people who are unchurched and talk that lingo, optimize your title and your description for that audience.
This is some good stuff. And the last question is, how do we turn online engagement into real-life attendance?
How do you turn online engagement into real-life attendance? Well, once again, I think it all goes back to having a website. Because what happens is once somebody comes to your website, you want to create some kind of way that you can connect with them, whether it be a form, plan your visit form, email list. Sign up for our email list and receive a free sermon or free chapters of a book, whatever it may be. But like I like to say, your social media is your fishing lines. Your website is your net. So the way you can turn your online traffic into actual visitors is by connecting with them, getting their personal details. So once you get their email, you can send them an email saying, hey, we would look forward to seeing you at our next church service. You can keep in touch with them with all your church announcements. And then if you have a plan your visit form on your website and they fill out that form, you could send an automated email that connects with them saying, we're excited to see you, and even have a personal individual follow up with them. And then sometimes they'll give their phone number. You can call them. So there's so much you can use a website for. So if I could encourage you, if you don't have a church website yet, get a church website. Now, I'm not knocking social media. That's good, but that's your fishing lines. But in order to get your fish like into the church, if you want to be a fisher of men, you want to get them from your fishing line to the net, which is your website. Okay, so if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. So the way you get visitors to your church is, I would say, post your content, but lead them to your net, which is your website.
Pastor Dre, that was some good stuff. If this show has given you any value, please don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Until the next episode, God bless you.